Hi everybody, it's Carol from Dancing Beads. It's Saturday, October the 1st, and we're getting ready around here for Halloween. The other day I was on the internet and I came across a tutorial for a spider that I thought was really interesting, and then a couple days later I thought, oh, I can make a black widow. So what you see in the frame is a wonderful long-legged black widow spider that I've made. It is very simple to do. Takes just about 10-15 minutes and takes a very minimal amount of material. So I'm going to cut away now and then I'm going to show you how it's done. For our project today, we're going to need one bead that we're going to use for the body. I've selected a 12 millimeter jet drug. You're going to need some wire. Because I'm making a black widow, I'm going to be using some 24 gauge red craft wire, so I get a nice little red accent on its belly. And then you'll want some size 8 seed beads, round seed beads. And I'm using 12 millimeter twisted black bugle beads. Both the seed bead and the bugle bead are matte. I thought they kind of added a nice dramatic look to the bug. So you'll also need some tools. You'll need a pair of wire cutters and some chain nose pliers and some round nose pliers. So give me a minute to get seated. I'll get started and show you how this goes. Well, here we are ready to get started on our project. I have 4 pieces of 24 gauge red craft wire, and here is my body bead. I'm going to take my wire first, make certain that it's all the same length, which I did a little bit ahead of time. You can trim off the end if you want. Then I'm going to place all 4 wires into the hole of the bead. Slide the bead down until you're about to the midway point, and then we're going to twist it in so that it stays secure. So bring your wire up and over. I like to spread it out just a little bit so that it lays nice and smooth. I've got all 8 pieces of wire centered over the hole of the bead. Take a hold of the wire with your chain nose pliers, and now I'm going to twist it. This is going to secure the bead and the wire together. So instead of turning my tool, what I like to do is just spin the bead. As you can see, it's twisting in there nice and tight, and at the same time it's splaying those legs out for me. So there we go. Don't have to get really carried away with this. If you get too carried away, you can definitely break your wire, so yeah, I don't think you want to do that. So I'm going to take 4 wires and I'm going to pull them over to my left, and then I'm going to take the other 4 wires and I'm going to move them over to the right. Now I'm ready to start stringing the bug. This is the pattern that I do. I start off with 1 size 8 seed bead, slide it on down. Now I'm going to put on 2 of the bugle beads. There's 1, and then there's a second one. Now I'm going to put on 2 of the size 8 seed beads. The round seed beads are going to act like a joint so that I can articulate the leg and make it look a little creepier. And I'm going to put on 2 more of the bugle beads, and then 2 more of the seed beads, and now I'm ready to put on my last set. Again, 2 of the bugle beads and only 1 of the size 8 seed beads. So my count is 6 seed beads, 6 round seed beads, and 6 bugle beads. Now I'm going to finish this leg off. So I turn my wire around and I start out with my round nose pliers and take a hold of the wire at the very end, and then I'm going to roll it over until I've made a little circle. I'm going to switch over to my chain nose pliers and continue that spiral until I have that little coil right up next to this last seed bead. I want to get it snugged in there nice and tight because I want all the beads to be really close to the body. And then once I get it up there, I just give it a little push with my thumbnail. Sets that at a nice little angle. and it locks that right on. And you get to do that 7 more times. And since I know you don't want to sit there and watch me string 8 legs, I'm going to set this one aside and move over to one that is nearly finished. This lovely has 7 legs and is about ready to get its last leg. So back to our pattern, 1 of the size 8 seed beads, and then I'm going to put on 2 bugle beads, 2 size 8 seed beads. I'm sure by now you know the drill. 2 bugle beads, 2 size 8 seed beads, 2 more bugle beads, and now I'm ready for the last seed bead on this set, or on this leg I should say. So I got my last one on. I'm going to turn my bug around so I can access the end of the wire because I am really right-handed. So I'm going to take a hold of the wire with my round nose plier, make that first little turn, and start spinning. If you want, you can do this with your fingers. They tend to be a little looser. If you want your coil really tight, then do it with your plier. And I'm going to continue going all the way up until I have secured all of those beads close to the body. Again, with that little pulse, so I make that angle so they don't go sliding off, and there you have it, one black widow spider. As you can see, the legs are very malleable. Kind of looks like one squashed black widow spider. I'll show you the underside. Look at that wire. Isn't that wonderful? It's not exactly an hourglass, but you know what? I think it'll do. It makes me very happy. Now I'm going to flip this little guy back over, and I'm going to turn it into a standing black widow. It was funny when I was showing, a friend of mine was here while I was working on my first one, and she told me something I didn't know about spiders. Apparently, their legs are hydraulically operated, for lack of a better term, and they can only move one leg at a time. So when you go to pose your bug, you want to make certain that you have 7 feet firmly on the ground, and then you can have one going forward. So now get that balanced a little better. All 7 feet, I'm sorry, are down. I guess I must be used to my cat. All 7 feet are down, and then I have one that's stepping forward, and there you have it. One gorgeous, creepy black widow spider. Hope you have fun making it. Thanks for watching.